As we dive into just manhood, or we'll call it toxic masculinity, one of the most debated and sometimes completely overlooked topics in our communities is toxic masculinity. Many people believe it stems from men being conditioned not to show vulnerability. In your experience, Mike, what do you see as the biggest struggle for men, and I'll say black men, when it comes to vulnerability, and what are some misconceptions?
I don't know, man. Everybody's situation is just so different. What makes you vulnerable might not make me vulnerable or
Mhm,
uncomfortable, might vice versa. I just feel like we all gotta tap into our inner self, like you said. You
mhm,
gotta, who am I? Who do I wanna be?
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know your flaws, you know your strong points, strengths, and weaknesses. And I think
mhm,
you gotta really tap into that. I just know sometimes like we tear each other down, put each other on platforms,
mhm.
talk bad, say things, people don't like it, but you just doing the job, or you just might be just pouring out a little bit. But so everybody's vulnerable in their own right, and that's so fair that you can take things the way you want to take it.
Mhm.
And I just kind of leave it at that. And that's why I just like, if I meet somebody, try to start off like, the relationship starts with respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That energy.
Mhm.
And then try to reciprocate it and just like see how I grow.
Right, right. No, and that's right, because we all have our own, inner thoughts and ways and how we live our lives. But ultimately, we do as men, we have some shared commonalities in terms of uh, challenges and things that we deal with as men, right? As men, we're the head, not the tail. We're the protectors. We're the ones that are ultimately or historically told and trained to provide. We're the ones, Mike, what you crying for? You need to wipe them tears and get to it. We're the ones that listen.
Don't nobody see me cry. Only a
Right?
couple people see me
Right,
cry.
right.
I ain't gonna
We
lie.
gotta.
Only a couple
So
people see me cry.
it's that toughness. It's that you gotta. It's that those things that we channel, and it's oftentimes it becomes additional added weight. So I started out with a 10-pound piece of weight on my shoulder. Now it grew from 10 to 20 to 40 to 50. Now it's 100 pounds. And this weight that I'm carrying, and I'm saying, brother, we don't have to carry this weight. Like, I get it. Look,
Some guys do.
that's the point.
It's not easy for everybody.
Right.
And everybody's situations and circumstances are different, which force them to look at things a certain way. In a perfect world, it'd be easy for guys to encourage, hey man, I know your situation, I know you down, man, just try to do better tomorrow.
Right.
Looking like around like, what tomorrow?
Right. Yeah.
I
But
got this, I
it's
got that, and so, well, I just learned that you can't help change the world.
right.
If you can tap into a fraction of people who can extend their arms toward another fraction of people who, now you spreading the message, you spreading the word. So I think, we as men look at certain situations like, man, there ain't no hope, ain't no
Right.
help,
Right.
give up,
Right.
start doing crazy stuff.
No, you're right. And it's
It's
really
sad, but
it's sad, and
it's up to us to try to change that narrative. For
right,
sure.
and as best we can. And I like to call it, how do I just do my part and,
Right.
and do the best I can,
That's all you can do.
because understanding that I can't be everything to everyone. I can bring them to the mountain. Here's the fountain, but I understand that I can't make you, brother, drink this. Like, you gotta want it. It's the same thing if I was a struggling addict, right? I'm dealing with this disease. And
It's
that's
hard to
my loved
overcome.
one.
Yeah.
I gotta want to do something different, right? And so it's an interesting, conversation, but the realities are, like you said, everyone has their own perspectives and views in the life that they're living. And I hear what you're saying, but in the day, I'm gonna keep living how I've been
Keep doing
living.
what you gotta do.
But the reality is that if we keep doing what we're doing, right, and expecting different results, we understand those are the laws of insanity, But again, decision making. So if these are the decisions that we continue to, live upon, then we have to, own up to whatever that is.